shocking allegations about Princess Diana's death. Authorities now reviewing the new and sensational claim that she was actually murdered by the British government.
Princess Diana's tragic death in 1997 shook the world to its core. Known as the People's Princess, her sudden passing left millions in mourning, and her funeral became one of the most watched events in history. Yet one question lingered in the minds of many. Why was her casket closed during the funeral? Was it due to royal protocol, the nature of the accident, or something more profound? In this video, we unravel the truth behind this decision, exploring the emotional, medical, and historical reasons that shaped it. Stay tuned as we uncover the mystery behind one of the most heartbreaking moments in modern history. The tragic death of Princess Diana, a night that shook the world. In the early hours of August 31st, 1997, the world was stunned by the news of Princess Diana's sudden death. The beloved princess, who had captured the hearts of millions with her warmth, compassion, and humanitarian work, died in a high-speed car crash in the Pont de l'Alma tunnel in Paris, France. Diana was traveling with her companion, Dodi Fayed, and their driver, Henri Paul, when the Mercedes-Benz S280 they were in collided with a pillar. Henri Paul and Dodi Fayed died instantly, while Diana, though still alive when emergency responders arrived, succumbed to her injuries hours later at Pitié-Salpêtrière Hospital. The sole survivor of the crash was Trevor Rees-Jones, Dodi's bodyguard, who suffered severe injuries but survived. Investigations into the crash revealed that Henri Paul, the driver, was intoxicated at the time of the accident. His blood alcohol level was far beyond the legal limit, and traces of prescription drugs were also found in his system. The combination of alcohol and medication likely impaired his ability to drive, leading to the fatal crash. Additionally, the car was being pursued by paparazzi, adding to the chaos of the night. Diana's death at the age of 36 sent shockwaves across the globe. Her funeral, held on September 6, 1997, was watched by an estimated 2.5 billion people, making it one of the most watched broadcasts in history. Yet, amidst the outpouring of grief, one detail stood out. Her casket remained closed throughout the funeral. This decision sparked questions and speculation, leaving many to wonder why the world was not given a final glimpse of the beloved princess. A world in mourning. The funeral of the People's Princess. Diana's funeral was a somber and emotional event, marked by an unprecedented display of public grief. Streets in London were lined with mourners, and an estimated 60 million flowers were laid outside Buckingham Palace, Kensington Palace, and St. James's Palace. The world had lost a symbol of kindness, compassion, and humanity, and the outpouring of love for Diana was overwhelming. The funeral procession was led by Diana's sons, Prince William, then 15, and Prince Harry, just 12 years old. The image of the two young princes walking behind their mother's coffin, flanked by their father, Prince Charles, their grandfather, Prince Philip, and their uncle, Earl Spencer, remains one of the most heartbreaking moments in modern royal history. Earl Spencer delivered a powerful eulogy, honoring Diana not just as a princess, but as a mother, sister, and humanitarian. His words resonated deeply with the millions who mourned her, capturing the essence of the woman who had touched so many lives. Yet, amidst the tributes and tears, the closed casket remained a poignant reminder of the tragedy that had taken her life. The closed casket, a matter of respect and tradition. The decision to keep Princess Diana's casket closed during her funeral was shaped by several factors, all deeply tied to the circumstances of her death, and the desire to protect her dignity, her family, and the public's memory of her. 1. The nature of her injuries. Diana's death was the result of a horrific car crash that left her with severe internal injuries. Despite the efforts of emergency responders and doctors, she succumbed to a ruptured pulmonary vein, which caused massive internal bleeding. The physical trauma she endured made it impossible to present her body in an open casket. Her family, including her sons, wanted the world to remember her as she had been in life, graceful, radiant, and full of warmth, rather than as a victim of a tragic accident. 2. Royal protocol and tradition. In cases of traumatic deaths, the royal family often opts for a closed casket. This tradition is rooted in a desire to preserve the dignity of the deceased and to shield the public from the distressing sight of their injuries. While some royal funerals, such as that of Prince Philip in 2021, have included private viewings for family members, Diana's funeral was a global event watched by millions. Keeping the casket closed allowed the focus to remain on her life, her legacy, and the love she had spread across the world. 3. Protecting her sons. For Prince William and Prince Harry, the loss of their mother at such a young age was an unimaginable tragedy. Being exposed to the visible signs of her injuries would have only deepened their trauma, creating a memory too painful to bear. The decision to keep the casket closed was made with their emotional well-being in mind, ensuring that their final image of their mother was not of her lifeless body, but of the love, kindness, and warmth she had given them throughout her life. 4th. Preserving her legacy. Diana's family understood that an open casket might shift the focus from her life and achievements to the circumstances of her death. By keeping the casket closed, they ensured that the world remembered her as the luminous and beloved people's princess, untarnished by the tragic details of her passing. The final tribute, a mother's love. Even though Diana's casket remained closed, her funeral was filled with heartfelt personal details that reflected the depth of love she had given and received. Resting atop her coffin was a delicate wreath of white flowers, her favorite, symbolizing purity, love, and remembrance. Tucked within the wreath was a simple yet profoundly moving note handwritten by her sons. Mummy. Diana was laid to rest in a black dress designed by Catherine Walker, a designer she had trusted for many years. In her hands, she held a set of rosary beads gifted by Mother Teresa, a woman Diana had deeply admired. Beside her was a cherished photograph of her 2 boys, a poignant reminder of her identity as a mother. Why Althorpe? A sanctuary for Diana was buried at Althorpe House, the ancestral home of the Spencer family, rather than in a royal cemetery or church. This decision was made to provide her with a peaceful and private resting place, away from the public eye. Althorpe offered a sanctuary for Diana, a place where her sons could visit her without intrusion. Her grave is located on a small island within an ornamental lake on the estate, surrounded by nature and shielded from the outside world. The secluded location ensures that she remains undisturbed, a fitting tribute to a woman who sought peace and privacy in life. Security concerns. Protecting Diana's resting place. The decision to bury Diana at Althorpe was also influenced by security concerns. Reports indicate that at least 4 intruders attempted to breach the gravesite in the years following her death, highlighting the need for a secure and private location. Had Diana been buried in a public cemetery, the risk of vandalism or disruption would have been far greater. A lasting legacy. Diana's enduring impact. Princess. Diana's legacy lives on through her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, who have dedicated their lives to continuing her humanitarian work. William has focused on mental health advocacy, while Harry has championed causes such as veterans' welfare and HIV/AIDS awareness. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories about history's most iconic figures. Click on the next video on your screen to discover more fascinating insights into the lives and legacies of those who shaped our world. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.